So before I start talking about what I'm going to talk about in this video today, I just want to say, like, I do really like making these video blogs. And it's kind of a bit of a fun thing to do, just talk about stuff that I want to talk about. But at the same time, like, I feel like it's good to kind of talk about more kind of serious and personal topics sometimes, like that I hope can sort of help other people who watch these videos. This could also spark a new series of videos I might make, which could, help others, maybe relate to them, maybe to help them kind of deal with like their own sort of issues that they might face. So yeah, well, basically the reason I want to make this video is to kind of raise awareness for autism. And really, I suppose the main reason is because for as long as I can remember, I've had a form of autism known as Asperger's syndrome, which is a form of high functioning autism. I mean, having Asperger's syndrome may kind of explain why, people may think I might be a bit quirky or something like that. But, I must say, I really don't like it when people kind of make fun of people with autism or Asperger's syndrome or kind of berate them. Like, it really kind of upsets me, really. Having autism or Asperger's syndrome, it's really not a bad thing. And to be honest, it's something I'm kind of proud of because I feel like it makes me who I am. Yeah, so people with autism and Asperger's syndrome, we're not stupid. We're just as clever as everybody else, really. Like, and we can be as successful as we want to be, really. Every person with autism is different. Um, but at the same time, like, there's still kind of common traits with people with my condition as well. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of talk about my experiences with autism and you know what I kind of understand it to be. Well, understand my condition to be, really. So and I really kind of hope that this kind of helps other people like understand autism, maybe relate to it, and also yeah, just to kind of raise awareness. So firstly, like, autism can like amplify other like feelings, emotions and issues, you know such as happiness, sadness, anger, and also when people with autism like something, they really like it, possibly up to the point of obsession. That's probably all they will talk about for days, weeks, even months, really. um, yeah, but if people hate something, so people with autism really hate something, they really hate it. So, for example, I'm not scared of spiders, but like if I was scared of spiders, like I would not want to be in the same house until the spider was gone, basically. It can take me quite a while to calm down if I get angry or upset. It doesn't happen so much these days, but like, back when I was at school, especially high school, that was really difficult for me. But yeah, I would tend to get upset quite a lot, really. Probably because, I mean, definitely at school, I found the whole place just very, very intimidating. I mean, I suppose that's kind of more to do with anxiety, which I do feel is also amplified by my autism. Yeah, so I can get very easily anxious and very easily nervous. And that can cause me to get upset as well. People like me might like also probably like go for ages like talking about a particular interest of theirs, like and probably may probably only like talk about things that interest them. So for example, like I could talk for ages about how to train dragon. Yeah, or like Sonic, or some something to do with games or something, because like my main interests and stuff. Again, I feel like this is unintentional. I feel like people with autism may not realize that they do this. I tried to kind of I mean, I suppose that's kind of something I've kind of learned as I've progressed and I've got older. Is that just to kind of pay a bit more attention to people, to just take an interest in what they have to say. It's just really nice to kind of talk to people, really. Like, I love talking to people, I love talking to my mum and dad, love catching up with friends, stuff like that. Socialising is also quite a difficult thing for someone with autism or Asperger syndrome. Like, you know, many different things of socializing can be quite difficult, and this is one of the things I personally definitely find most difficult, because you know, sometimes, you know, I do genuinely miss people, and you know, if I lose touch with people, like, you know, I think it's just kind of really hard when for me to kind of like maintain friendships. I'm usually quite shy when meeting new people as well, you know, not really sure what to say, what to do, and also for wanting to get in touch with somebody, you know, whether it's via Facebook or anything like that, you know, or texting, I really kind of find it hard to know what to say, really, you know, what to kind of say in the message. And it can also feel really difficult when people don't get back to me, because, you know, I kind of take that as rejection. I mean, you know, for whatever reason it could be. I mean, they could have just forgotten, they could have, you know, it just kind of feels really tough, really, to be honest. I mean, I suppose that could also be specified as social anxiety, and I may kind of make another video kind of specialising in that, really. I do have a small handful of good friends, okay? Like, you know, I'm not going to say I don't have a good social life, because, you know, I feel like I do all right, basically. I do fine. I'm doing really well. Yeah, so other social aspects they might, or people with autism might find difficult. Yeah, eye contact. Okay, well, this is a funny one, because yeah, I mean, you could probably tell that I kind of struggle with eye contact with the camera and everything. When I was younger, like, I mean, I didn't really realize until when I was a bit older, like, that this had something to do with my autism. But like, you know, I thought, like, you know, I didn't really like looking in people's eyes in case they wanted to kind of like hypnotize you. I know it sounds really stupid, but like, you know, that was kind of my little theory in my head. And even now, I probably struggle to kind of look people in the eye like quite a lot. I mean, I can probably do it for like a few seconds, but like, but yeah, I think a tip like would be just to kind of try, you know, if you need to look at someone, try looking at like their forehead or something like that. Also, it can be quite difficult to kind of like empathize with, you know, understand how other people feel. You really got to kind of try, but like, you know, sometimes, you know, it can be quite difficult. Like, you know, sometimes, you know, especially when you're like younger. Um, like, you know, I think probably my autism, probably I didn't really know how to deal with it as much back then. I mean, you know, obviously it comes with age, like, you know, you grow up and mature and stuff like that, you learn all this kind of stuff. But you know, I don't really think like I ever like intend to like upset anybody or anything like that. Like, you know, I'm definitely not that kind of person, but it can be quite difficult. Um, yeah, but like sometimes, you know, I might have said like something that might have offended somebody, but I really had not realised at the time until someone else tells me. People with autism, they love routine, right? Like, you know, I think if anything, you know, like sometimes I will always have to like plan out my week, like, you know, thinking what which days I do something, you know, so which days I'm working, which days, you know, I could go to the gym, which days I could, you know, just have a chill day, you know, and you know, it can be kind of hard to kind of adapt to change, like in a routine or change of, like, you know, if someone spontaneous, someone such as my dad, he is like the most spontaneous person in the world, but you know, if he kind of suggests something like, you know, do you want to go to the park? Like, you know, do you want to go to the park in 5 minutes? You know, I'm just thinking, oh God, like I need to just kind of, I just kind of melt down. I'll just say something that like I feel like it really kind of helps if things are broken down. Like, you know, lists always help. Another good reason why you know it's a good thing to write things down, you know, for people with autism, is because sometimes, you know, especially with me, like, you know, I probably find it quite difficult to kind of keep track of everything I need to do to kind of organise myself. I mean, okay, it may look like I'm being very organised because I found a way of kind of dealing with that, but like, yeah, sometimes it's kind of hard to kind of remember to do stuff. In the past, it's always been kind of hard for me to kind of like understand like metaphors, sarcasm, you know, stuff like that, really, like in jokes, you know, usually, you know, I can have a bit quite an acquired taste sense of humour. Like, you know, I'll probably find things funny that not many people do. Like, probably say things Well, okay, ironically, I'd probably say stuff like in a kind of sarcastic manner and automatically expect it to be funny. So, yeah, and that's another thing about my dad. Like, he'll use, like, all the metaphors in the world. Like, and that can be quite, like, frustrating, he doesn't make himself clear. I mean, I do get on with my dad, okay? Like, most of the time. Most of the time, like, I will just say. But, it can be quite hard, like, I'll just kind of so sometimes I'll just like he'll sometimes just say something to me and I'll just be like, what? It can also be kind of hard for me to kind of like express myself. I mean, okay, a lot of the time I can be quite expressive sort of thing, or well, it can be okay. You can be like either under expressive or over expressive. Like, like sometimes, you might not be able to express yourself at all. Like, not saying what's wrong. Sometimes it can be kind of really difficult to say what's wrong, and but other times, like, people will tell you exactly what's wrong, exactly everything that's wrong with like a situation. Like, whether they're feeling happy, whether they're feeling comfortable, whether they're not feeling comfortable. It's like just. So levels of expression definitely vary with people with autism. I will say this, though, people with autism, like, I've got very good memories. I could probably, like, okay, it's kind of hard because I'm being put on a spot, but, like, I can just remember, like, some random fact about, I don't know, about, like, 7 years ago. Like, I can remember, like, the exact date of, like, the last time, like, I ate a burger or something like that. I think that's one thing I remembered. One time, like, at one point I went over a year without eating a burger. Also good at thinking things through logically as well. Just thinking like about all logic to things. Like, sometimes this can cause like overthinking though. Like, especially with social situations. I often think. I mean, okay, so it's probably more of an anxiety thing, but like, you often think, oh my god, what if like, so say if I send like a message saying like, hey, how are you? Or like, I think, it could be just someone that I've not spoken to for a while, and they could respond with, really don't want to talk to you, get out of my life now, and just like, yeah, but, I suppose in a way that's not really my fault. It's kind of, it's kind of theirs really. Because I've not really done anything wrong. So I think that's it really. Advice I'd give to friends and family of people with autism or Asperger syndrome: be patient, be encouraging, include them in conversation, because I mean, definitely talking from my personal experience, like, it kind of means the world. Like, if you kind of approach someone with autism, you can make them day. If you approach someone with autism, like if they've got autism, like, and just kind of talk to them, just say hi, how are you? Make sure you include them in activities. Just be very just be kind, be nice, and like, also take an interest in them, but also kind of encourage them to kind of try new things. And likewise with people with autism, I guess, really, like, don't be afraid to try new things. Yeah, socializing is good. Be nice to people. Like, if people want to help you, let them. Like, basically, definitely. It's also important to take an interest in other people as well. So yeah, thank you very, very much for watching this video. It means a lot to me, especially as I'm talking about a topic that does mean a lot to me. Please leave a comment, of any other questions you may have for people with autism, or like, if you've got any experiences you want to share, then that is perfectly fine too. Like, as I say, thank you for watching. I might make more of these kind of videos where, like, I might talk about things I personally found difficult, or like, ways I can maybe help people out there. But yeah, definitely thank you for watching, and yeah, stay tuned for more videos from me where I'll be talking about interests of mine, and also maybe like issues I've had which may help other people. So thank you again for watching, and please subscribe and stuff. Thank you very much. Goodbye.